Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JS English Zone, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Julie, and I am absolutely delighted about today's topic.
Hey everyone, I'm Jack, and I burned my toast this morning trying to prepare for today's episode.
Oh, Jack, perfect introduction. But first, how are you this morning?
Hungry, honestly. The toast was very black, very smoky. My smoke alarm gave a little speech.
Oh, no! I woke up at 5 a.m., did my yoga, and made a beautiful vegetable omelet with fresh herbs from my windowsill garden.
You have a windowsill garden? Like actual plants for cooking?
Basil, rosemary, and mint. Fresh herbs make everything taste so much better.
I have a windowsill. Does that count? Nothing growing on it except dust.
Oh, Jack, did you eat anything after the toast disaster?
I found some biscuits in my bag, a little crushed, but edible.
That is not a breakfast. That is a survival situation. But before we start, if you like our podcast, please click the like button, subscribe to JS English Zone, and share this with friends learning English. We want to help everyone speak English with confidence.
Yes, please learn from my mistakes, everyone.
Now, today we are talking about cooking and kitchen conversations, the vocabulary of the kitchen, chopping, simmering, seasoning, all the wonderful words that happen around food.
So like the actual words chefs use and real people use at home.
Exactly. And not just cooking verbs, but the small talk that happens in kitchens, because kitchens are one of the most social spaces in any home.
That's actually true. My best conversations happen in other people's kitchens while they cook and I watch.
So you are the kitchen audience, Jack.
I prefer kitchen supervisor.
Today, you become a full kitchen participant. This vocabulary is useful everywhere. At home, at work, visiting friends, watching cooking shows.
Cooking shows. I watch those a lot. I understand almost nothing they say. Just nod and look hungry.
That changes today. Okay, our very first word is chop. It means to cut food into pieces using a knife with a quick, firm downward motion.
Like chop the onions or chop the garlic?
Exactly. And notice we say chop the onions, not cut the onions in cooking. Chop is the more specific, natural cooking word.
I tried chopping an onion once. I cried for approximately 20 minutes.
Onions do that to everyone. Even professional chefs cry. Our second word, simmer, means to cook liquid just below boiling. Hot and moving slightly, but not bubbling aggressively. Gentle, slow heat.
Like when soup is almost boiling but making small, gentle bubbles.
Exactly. Let it simmer for 20 minutes. Very common instruction. Simmer is patient and gentle. Boiling is aggressive and fast.
I am not patient in the kitchen. Everything gets aggressive heat from me.
Today, we practice patience. Our third word, season, in cooking means to add salt, pepper, spices, or herbs to improve the flavor. Season to taste means add as much as you personally like.
I overseason everything. My food is always very enthusiastically spiced.
Better than underseasoned, bland food is very sad. And our fourth word, ingredient, means any individual food item used in making a dish. Flour, eggs, sugar, salt, each one is an ingredient.
My answer to do you have all the ingredients is always no. I'm always missing at least one.
That is so classic. Now, speaking of ingredients, I want to tell you about the time I cooked a very special dinner. It was 18 months ago, and I had invited—
Wait, who did you invite?
Patience, Jack. All will be revealed very soon.
Every single time.
Let's continue, and I'll finish that story. 18 months ago, I invited my parents to dinner, first time cooking for them alone. I decided to make my grandmother's chicken curry. Very ambitious.
Family recipes are terrifying.
Right? I wrote out every ingredient, bought everything fresh, organized it all on the counter in order of use, started chopping everything: onions, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, perfectly uniform pieces.
Sounds perfect so far. What went wrong?
The recipe said simmer on low heat for 40 minutes, so I set my timer and went to clean the kitchen. I got so focused on cleaning that I forgot to check the curry. 40 minutes became 60 minutes.
Oh no, the curry.
All the liquid had evaporated. The curry was stuck to the bottom, very, very thick, almost solid. I panicked, added too much water, added more seasoning, maybe too many spices.
So the curry went from solid to what exactly?
Very thin, very spicy, somewhat mysterious soup. Nothing like grandmother's recipe. Dad took one spoonful and said, "This is very interesting, Julie." Mom said, "It's very creative, darling."
Creative and interesting are the polite words for what happened here.
Exactly. But we ordered pizza and spent the whole evening laughing. Best family dinner ever, actually. The lesson: even the most prepared cook makes mistakes. What matters is laughing and ordering pizza.
Finally, a cooking lesson I can fully embrace.
Okay, our fifth word, sauté, means to cook food quickly in a small amount of oil over high heat, stirring frequently. High heat, quick cooking. Not slow like simmering, fast and active.
Sautéing sounds very energetic, like kitchen exercise.
Sauté the garlic for 2 minutes until golden. Very common recipe instruction. And the key: don't walk away. Garlic burns incredibly fast.
I tried sautéing garlic once, left it 1 minute too long, completely black. The whole apartment smelled for 2 days.
You cannot walk away from garlic, ever. Our sixth word, marinate, means to soak meat, fish, or vegetables in a flavorful liquid before cooking. It tenderizes the food and adds deep flavor.
Like leaving chicken and spiced yogurt overnight before grilling.
Perfect example. And marinade is the noun, the liquid mixture itself. I marinated the lamb for 6 hours. It was incredibly tender. Very impressive thing to say at a dinner party.
I want to say things like that at dinner parties. Currently, I just say, "This is good," and point at food.
Ha, vocabulary upgrade happening now. Our seventh word, drain, means to remove excess liquid from food, usually by pouring through a colander. You drain pasta, canned beans, washed vegetables.
I once drained pasta directly into the sink without a colander, lost half the pasta.
Jack, the colander exists for exactly this reason. And our eighth word, garnish, means to decorate a finished dish with small additions: fresh herbs, a slice of lemon, a sprinkle of paprika. They make food look beautiful and appetizing.
I garnish my food sometimes with extra ketchup. Does that count?
Ketchup is more of a condiment, Jack, but the spirit is there. Now, I want to share one more story. My friend Sarah and I signed up for an Italian cooking class 2 years ago, and
Wait, Italian cooking class? What went wrong?
who said anything went wrong?
Something always goes wrong in your stories. I've noticed the pattern.
Ha, just a little patience. We'll find out very soon. All right, Sarah and I did a 6-week Italian cooking class. Every Saturday, professional kitchen, real chef instructor. I was absolutely thrilled. I even bought a dedicated cooking journal and color-coded recipe cards.
Obviously. So what happened?
First class, fresh pasta from scratch. The chef demonstrated everything perfectly, then said, "Now you try." I carefully measured every ingredient, mixed precisely, started kneading the dough.
Kneading? What's that?
We'll learn that word properly today. So I was kneading very carefully, following every instruction exactly. But my dough kept tearing. Every time I stretched it, Rip. And meanwhile, Sarah, who had never made pasta before, her dough was absolutely perfect, smooth, elastic, beautiful.
The prepared one struggled and the unprepared one succeeded.
Completely. The chef looked at my dough, then at Sarah's, and said gently, "You are thinking too much. Pasta needs feeling, not planning."
Even pasta knows you overthink things.
And he was completely right. I was so focused on following instructions perfectly that I couldn't feel what the dough actually needed. The lesson, cooking, like English, needs both knowledge and instinct. Learn the rules, then trust your feelings.
I have the opposite problem. All instinct, zero knowledge.
We need to meet somewhere in the middle. By week 3, my pasta was actually beautiful. Okay, our 9th word, knead, means to work dough by pressing, folding, and pushing it repeatedly with your hands. It develops the gluten, making dough smooth, elastic, and strong.
Like massaging the dough with your fists.
Exactly, like a massage for dough. Press, fold, push, turn, repeat. Knead the dough for 10 minutes until smooth. Very common instruction. And knead is pronounced need. Same sound, completely different meaning.
Oh, knead the dough versus knead the dough. Same sound, very different situations.
Context makes the difference. Our 10th word, whisk, is both the wire kitchen tool and the verb. To whisk means to beat ingredients together rapidly, incorporating air and creating a smooth mixture.
I own a whisk. I use it to reach things on high shelves.
Jack, that is not its purpose. Whisk the eggs until light and fluffy. Essential baking vocabulary. Our 11th word, fold, means to gently combine a light, airy mixture with a heavier one using a slow, careful scooping motion. You fold to keep air in, not knock it out.
Like adding whipped cream to chocolate mousse very gently so it stays fluffy.
Perfect example. Why not just stir? Because stirring aggressively deflates the air. Folding preserves the lightness. Baking really is science. Every step matters.
The opposite of everything I do in the kitchen.
Practice folding and patience together. And our 12th phrase, taste as you go, means to regularly taste your dish during cooking, not just at the end. You adjust seasoning, balance flavors, catch mistakes early. Gordon Ramsay says it constantly.
This is the one cooking rule I actually followed naturally.
You have excellent instincts. Now, Jack, I believe you have a story for us.
Right. So, I tried to cook dinner for my roommate's birthday. Decided to make pasta because it seemed simple. Boil water, cook pasta, make sauce. 3 steps.
I already feel nervous.
So, I started the sauce, chopped onions, cried a lot, tried to sauté them but had the heat way too high, the onions burned, added canned tomatoes, lots of seasoning, let it simmer. Then I put the pasta in boiling water, and my roommate called me from the other room, so I went.
You left the pasta?
I left the pasta and the sauce both unattended for 15 minutes.
You left the pasta and the sauce?
Both unattended for 15 minutes. Came back to pasta that was basically soup, completely overcooked, falling apart. And the sauce reduced to almost nothing, very thick, very dark, very intense.
Oh, what did you do?
I drained the pasta using my new colander, very proud, mixed it with the incredibly intense sauce, and garnished it with, well, I had no fresh herbs, so I put some crisps on top.
Crisps on pasta?
For crunch and visual interest. My roommate tasted it, went very quiet, then said, "This is unlike anything I've ever eaten." He ate the whole bowl, though, because he was hungry and there was nothing else.
And the lesson?
Taste as you go, never leave 2 things cooking simultaneously unattended, and crisps are not a garnish.
All 3 lessons absolutely correct. And you used chop, sauté, simmer, season, drain, and garnish in one cooking disaster.
My disasters are very educational. I'm basically a cooking teacher.
Now for our final vocabulary set, advanced cooking words and the small talk phrases that happen in kitchens every day.
kitchen small talk, because so much conversation happens in kitchens. Dinner parties, family gatherings, cooking with friends.
Exactly. Our 13th word, preheat, means to heat your oven or pan to the required temperature before you put the food in. Always preheat first. If you skip it, your baking timing, texture, everything goes wrong.
I may have skipped preheating multiple times.
Mystery solved. Always the first step. Never skip it. Our 14th word, steep, means to soak something in hot liquid to extract flavor. Most commonly, tea leaves in hot water. Steep the tea for 3 to 5 minutes. Oversteeping makes it bitter. Understeeping makes it weak.
I steep my tea for approximately 20 minutes because I forget it. Extremely bitter results.
Set a timer specifically for tea, Jack. Steep is especially useful around British people. They love talking about tea.
Say steep around British people and they immediately respect you.
Possibly true. Our 15th word, reduce, means to boil a liquid until some evaporates, making it thicker, more concentrated, and more flavorful. The volume reduces, but the flavor intensifies.
Like simmering a sauce for a long time until it becomes thick and rich.
Reduce the sauce by half means cook until only half the volume remains, very common in professional and home cooking.
I accidentally reduce things all the time. I just didn't know it was a technique.
You have been accidentally using professional methods. And our 16th phrase, shall I give you a hand, means can I help you? It's a warm, natural phrase used constantly in social kitchen situations. Dinner parties, family cooking, helping a friend.
Like you see someone struggling to chop vegetables and say, "Shall I give you a hand?"
Exactly. Other variations, can I give you a hand or want a hand with that? All equally common and warm.
I say this in other people's kitchens sometimes, usually hoping they say no so I can keep watching.
Jack, use it genuinely and mean it. Now, Jack, I believe you have a story for us.
Right. So I tried to cook dinner for my roommate's birthday. Decided to make pasta because it seemed simple. Boil water, cook pasta, make sauce. 3 steps.
I already feel nervous.
So I started the sauce, chopped onions, cried a lot, tried to saute them but had the heat way too high, the onions burned, added canned tomatoes, lots of seasoning, let it simmer. Then I put the pasta in boiling water, and my roommate called me from the other room, so I went.
You left the pasta?
I left the pasta and the sauce, both unattended, for 15 minutes.
You left the pasta and the sauce?
Both unattended for 15 minutes. Came back to pasta that was basically soup, completely overcooked, falling apart, and the sauce reduced to almost nothing, very thick, very dark, very intense.
Oh, what did you do?
I drained the pasta, using my new colander, very proud, mixed it with the incredibly intense sauce, and garnished it with, well, I had no fresh herbs, so I put some crisps on top.
Crisps on pasta?
For crunch and visual interest. My roommate tasted it, went very quiet, then said, "This is unlike anything I've ever eaten." He ate the whole bowl, though, because he was hungry and there was nothing else.
And the lesson?
Taste as you go, never leave 2 things cooking simultaneously unattended, and crisps are not a garnish.
All 3 lessons absolutely correct. And you used chop, sauté, simmer, season, drain, and garnish in one cooking disaster.
My disasters are very educational. I'm basically a cooking teacher.
Now for our final vocabulary set, advanced cooking words and the small talk phrases that happen in kitchens every day.
Kitchen small talk, because so much conversation happens in kitchens. Dinner parties, family gatherings, cooking with friends.
Exactly. Our 13th word, preheat, means to heat your oven or pan to the required temperature before you put the food in. Always preheat first. If you skip it, your baking timing, texture, everything goes wrong.
I may have skipped preheating multiple times.
Mystery solved. Always the first step. Never skip it. Our 14th word, steep, means to soak something in hot liquid to extract flavor. Most commonly, tea leaves in hot water. Steep the tea for 3 to 5 minutes. Oversteeping makes it bitter. Understeeping makes it weak.
I steep my tea for approximately 20 minutes because I forget it. Extremely bitter results.
Set a timer specifically for tea, Jack. Steep is especially useful around British people. They love talking about.
Say steep around British people and they immediately respect you. Chuckles.
Ha, possibly true. Our 15th word, reduce, means to boil a liquid until some evaporates, making it thicker, more concentrated, and more flavorful. The volume reduces, but the flavor intensifies.
Like simmering a sauce for a long time until it becomes thick and rich?
Reduce the sauce by half means cook until only half the volume remains. Very common in professional and home cooking.
I accidentally reduce things all the time. I just didn't know it was a technique.
You have been accidentally using professional methods. And our 16th phrase, shall I give you a hand, means can I help you? It's a warm, natural phrase used constantly in social kitchen situations, dinner parties, family cooking, helping a friend.
Like, you see someone struggling to chop vegetables and say, shall I give you a hand?
Exactly. Other variations, can I give you a hand or want a hand with that? All equally common and warm.
I say this in other people's kitchens sometimes, usually hoping they say no so I can keep watching.
Jack, use it genuinely and mean it. Now, tell us your most memorable kitchen story.
The dinner party story. 8 months ago, my colleague invited me to a small dinner party. Everyone brings one dish. So instead of something simple, I decided to make individual chocolate lava cakes for 6 people.
Oh, Jack, very ambitious.
I found a recipe, preheat the oven, whisk eggs and sugar, fold in melted chocolate, bake for exactly 12 minutes. The center must stay liquid, that's the whole point. Too long, solid cake. Not enough, raw batter.
Very precise timing. So what happened?
First, I forgot to preheat the oven. Put the cakes in cold. They took much longer, and I lost track of timing completely. Pulled them out after about 22 minutes.
Oh no, 10 minutes too long?
Completely solid, no lava whatsoever, just small chocolate rocks. So I panicked and made a quick chocolate sauce, reduced some cream with chocolate on the stove, but I reduced it too much, very thick, almost solid chocolate fudge.
Not another accidental aggressive reduction.
So I arrived at the dinner party with 6 chocolate rocks and a jar of extremely thick chocolate fudge sauce. So I placed them on the table and said very confidently, I've made individual molten chocolate cakes with a rich, reduced chocolate sauce.
You used cooking vocabulary to describe the disaster.
Everyone was impressed by the description. The cake was actually quite nice, just dense, and the fudge sauce was genuinely delicious. My colleague said, shall I give you a hand finishing it? They ate the entire jar.
Your mistake became the highlight of the dinner party.
Someone even asked for the recipe. I said, reduce the cream with chocolate until very thick. Left out the accidentally part.
Oh, Jack. That is absolutely wonderful. You used preheat, whisk, fold, reduce, and shall I give you a hand, all in one story.
My disasters are very vocabulary rich, and confidence plus vocabulary, the perfect combination. Chuckles.
Now let's talk about how to use everything we've learned in real life. 16 cooking words and kitchen phrases used confidently in recipes, conversations, cooking shows, and dinner parties.
And I can personally confirm, cooking vocabulary impresses people even when your actual cooking doesn't.
Live-in proof. Tip 1. Cook one simple recipe every week in English. Find a basic recipe online and follow it entirely in English. Say each action out loud as you do it.
So actually say, I am sautéing the onions while sautéing the onions? My neighbors already think I'm strange. Might as well commit.
Fully commit. You practice English and you eat the result. Double reward. Tip 2. Watch English cooking shows without subtitles first. MasterChef, Gordon Ramsay, Bake Off. Just listen. Notice the cooking verbs, the descriptions, the small talk.
I usually watch with subtitles in my language. This would be harder.
Start with English subtitles, then gradually reduce them. Your ears will start recognizing simmer, reduce, fold, whisk naturally over time.
Cooking shows are so entertaining, I'd watch them anyway.
Make enjoyment your learning tool. Tip 3. Learn the names of kitchen tools in English. Whisk, colander, spatula, ladle, grater, chopping board, saucepan, frying pan, baking tray. Walk around your kitchen today and name every tool. If you don't know it, look it up and say it 3 times.
I'll discover I've been calling everything the big pan and the small pan for years.
Time to be specific. Tip 4. Practice describing food you eat every day in English. Every meal is a vocabulary opportunity. This curry is well seasoned and beautifully reduced. The vegetables are perfectly sautéed, still slightly crisp.
This instant noodle is adequately seasoned and appropriately simmered. Works for any level of cooking.
Even simple meals deserve English descriptions. Repetition through real experience. 3 times a day minimum. Tip 5. Use kitchen vocabulary in non-cooking conversations. English is full of cooking metaphors. Things are really heating up at work. Let the idea marinate for a few days. The project is still simmering, not ready yet.
Oh, wow. These are all cooking words used as normal expressions?
Native speakers use them constantly without thinking about the cooking connection. Tip 6. Cook with someone and narrate together in English. Can you chop those tomatoes? Shall I give you a hand? I think it needs more seasoning. Taste as you go. Making mistakes in the kitchen is funny, which makes English mistakes feel less scary too.
If I accidentally reduce something too much, I just laugh and call it intensified flavor.
The Jack technique. Tip 7. Learn 10 food adjectives. Crispy, tender, creamy, rich, tangy, savory, aromatic, flavorful, delicate, and hearty. Instead of this is good, this is incredibly tender and richly flavored.
I currently use nice, good, and amazing for every food. Enormous upgrade needed.
Once you learn these adjectives, you use them everywhere. Restaurants, dinner parties, recipe reviews. And tip 8, visit a restaurant or market and use kitchen vocabulary actively. Ask the waiter, is the chicken marinated? At the market, are these herbs good for seasoning? Real-world practice with real people.
Slightly terrifying, but really exciting.
That combination is exactly where the best learning happens. Now, quick kitchen role play. We're cooking dinner together at my apartment. You've just arrived.
Ah, my dream scenario, arriving when someone is already cooking. Go ahead.
Oh, good, you're here. I'm finishing the sauce. Can you chop those onions on the board?
Sure. Shall I give you a hand with anything else? Something smells incredible.
Thank you. I marinated the chicken overnight. It's been in the oven 20 minutes. Can you taste this sauce and tell me if it needs more seasoning?
Maybe slightly more salt? And should I stir it, or is it meant to be reducing?
Let it reduce 5 more minutes. I want it thicker. Can you preheat the second oven tray? 180 degrees.
On it. And the pasta, shall I put it on now? The water is already simmering.
Perfect. Cook 8 minutes, then drain it. The colander is under the sink.
Got it. And I brought fresh basil. Want me to garnish with it at the end?
Jack, chop, give you a hand, marinate, seasoning, taste as you go, reduce, preheat, simmer, drain, and garnish. Almost every word used completely naturally in one kitchen conversation.
It really did feel like a real conversation, not a vocabulary lesson at all.
Because that is a real conversation happening in kitchens everywhere. And now you have the English vocabulary to fully participate.
My accidental chocolate fudge sauce proved even kitchen disasters become wonderful with the right vocabulary.
Rich reduced chocolate sauce, the greatest reframe in dinner party history. Now, please leave a comment below. What is your best or worst kitchen story? Describe it using at least 3 words from today's episode.
I tried to sauté vegetables but forgot them and had to drain the burnt bits. Or I marinated chicken overnight, seasoned it perfectly, and it was the best meal I ever made.
We read every comment.
Communication over perfection.
Please subscribe, give us a like, and share with anyone who had a kitchen disaster they need vocabulary for.
Keep going, and remember, taste as you go, in English and in life.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye. Keep learning English every day.